Intuitive eating doesn't work. If you have addictions, and remember, these addictions are not just the chemical addictions. It's not just the addiction to the food and the taste. It's also the habit. It's also that response. It's the whole system. It's the whole trigger. That's why brain gains is so important. That's why being mindful and practicing regularly, if you're practicing your brain gains regularly, what happens is, and this is the benefits, and for those of you that aren't members of Swolenormous X, Brain Gains is our meditation center inside Swolenormous X. And when you practice daily, how many of you are consistent with your Brain Gains practice? Drop that in the comments below. When you are consistent with your mindfulness practice, with your Brain Gains, it's not just the 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes, whatever you do. It's not just that time you do and spend every day. The thing that consistent practice allows for you to do is to tap into that presence. You're able to tap into that awareness throughout the day. You're able to tap into that on a regular basis. You're able to do that. It doesn't have to be just the 5 or 10 minutes. It could be at a red light for a minute. It could be when you're on the phone with someone and they just start going off and you just kind of allow that to wash over you. It's all about managing your reaction to situations, which helps you control your emotions, which helps you make better decisions. Because a lot of times, if you're internalizing and always reacting to situations, that's going to be very stressful. And you're not going to make good choices. And you're going to look for a lot of these coping mechanisms, for example, like just opting for stuffing your face with garbage food, for example, right? Those little coping mechanisms. If you're more present, you will catch a lot of these triggers earlier, and it's not 100% across the board. It's not like you're just going to start meditating today and all of a sudden you're not going to binge eat anymore. But it's all together. It's all intertwined like a rope. So all these 7 pillars are practice over time. But when you have all those pillars in place, you have the tools that are at your disposal so you can be adaptable, so you can adjust to these situations. So you're not in a reactive state all the time. And that's a huge problem. You don't want to be always reactive and just, you want to be in control as much as you can, but you can't control everything, right? You can't control everything in life. So how do you control it? By controlling yourself, by controlling your reaction to those situations that you can't change. You can't change the weather. You can't change what other people do. You can't change what other people say, but you can change your exposure to those people. If you get stressed out by the news, you can unplug from the news. You can unplug from people that are constantly negative. You can unplug from people that are always trying to binge drink or binge eat or sabotage your nutrition or talk down to you. You have to cut these things out. This is part of controlling your life. This is part of controlling your situation. And you need to be present to be aware of that. Very important. A lot of people just think like, hey, I'm just going to eat better and go to the gym and all of a sudden I'm going to get results. Well, that's the reason why a lot of people quit and don't continue, because they are not, one, consistent, but they surround themselves with shitty people. They have bad habits. You're going to try to go to the gym. You're going to try to eat better, but you're going to surround yourself with people that just go out to bars all the time and order pizza all the time. You're putting yourself in an environment with people that are dragging you down. Your environment sucks. Your community sucks. And that's a huge problem. This happens all the time with people that get out of rehab. They get out of rehab and they're, quote, better, or they're clean for a couple of weeks or whatever, however long their rehab is. And then they go back to their fucking poor environment where everyone's still addicted to meth or to heroin or cocaine and crack. And then they just go right back to their old ways because they go right back to their same environment. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. And it happens again and again and again and again and again and again. That's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. But if you're aware of that, you can catch it before it might eat your life, right? It might overtake you.